Hello, and welcome to Keep Left, the podcast that looks at politics from a left-ish perspective. And I wanted to start by saying that I recognize that things look pretty dire for all of politics in America, given how the Supreme Court has handed down a series of opinions that seem to undermine the very notion of what we think of as proper governance, that the leader of our banner, for better or worse, seems to be not at his best, let's say, and that no one seems to care about holding the opponent in check or to account, for that matter, and he keeps on slipping out of the grasp of justice. But look, the stakes are simply high. As I hope to go over in detail as this podcast bears down as we approach the election in November, what is in store could be awful and terrible for everyone in this country and around the world. That we could be faced with things that are unprecedented. It appears that the only thing that saved us through 4 years of the Trump administration was its incompetence, and that a lot of think tanks on the right have gotten together and tried to put together a competent format for government. And we have to figure out a way to stop them. And the best way to do that is to organize and vote and push back on the narratives, on the culture, on the media, on everything that is supporting the very idea that anything that Trump is saying, is it all acceptable? Is it all good for America? I hope you'll join me. I hope you'll come along on this. I'm going to do my best to podcast every single day. It's going to be very lo-fi. I think you can still see the green from the green screen on my hair. I'm hoping to do things a little bit better as we continue, but for right now, I just want to get these out on a daily basis. We'll be going over the Project 2525. John Oliver has a very good piece on that, but it's only 30 minutes, and the document itself is hundreds and hundreds of pages long. There's so much to get into in these Supreme Court cases, and there's a lot to get into in just how we as people can really volunteer, organize, and just understand what's about to happen if we don't work together. Everyone on the left, everyone in the center has to get together. And that's why I title this Keep Calm and Beat Trump. That's what we have to do. If we have to push the dead, decaying body of Joe Biden across the line, we just have to do it because there's no other solution. And on that happy note, I will sign off until hopefully tomorrow. This has been the July 1st, 2024 edition of Keep Left. Thanks for joining me.